Did I tell you I ordered copies of my party?
Yeah, you did.
Dude, I'm so fucking hyped. That's why I got the quick paint set, basically. I'm gonna make them like mostly black with like just little color highlights.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be fucking I
You're
can't
gonna
wait.
be like, what?
I was really thinking about getting a third set for Mimic, or not Mimics, doppelgangers,
Yeah.
and painting them exactly the same with just a little bit different.
Yeah.
And as soon as they notice, that's when I'd like roll for initiative.
Fuck yeah. And then it would be cool because not only is it like in the game psychologically affecting you,
It's
but like on the board, it's like
something's off.
who's minute? I don't know.
Oh my god! Who's is who's? Oh, and only I will know.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you about my doppelganger thing I did in the very first campaign I hosted in 5e? Oh, it was such a beautiful long con. Greenest.
Okay.
Cult of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Attacking Greenest. And the cult had, in the way I had changed it, had engineered ways to control and create doppelgangers. And then everything they're seeing and stuff basically gets sent off to where the body of the person's being kept. And then from there, it's magically extracted so they can know exactly everything that's going on where the doppelganger is. Well, right after the Dragon Raid, the night after the celebrations, the group goes to try to break into like an alchemist shop or something like that. Well, one of them goes and stands off in the woods to try to like just keep an eye out. I just had to make a wisdom saving throw. Didn't tell him why. He rolled 1. I'm like, okay, well, you're gone. But I didn't say that. He from then on played as the doppelganger.
Did they know?
No.
Oh yes, that's awesome.
They played as the doppelganger all the way up until 13th level. They're level 2 right there. And how they found out is, well, one of the guys had an eye patch, and I designed it specifically to spot shapeshifters, that type of thing. If he used concentration with his eye patch, he could see the heartbeat of something that isn't in its true form.
Okay.
And the only person he had run into is his best friend. Well, they're going through Waterdeep, I think. One of the big cities. And they go to a church to see if they can get, like, you know, some decent, like, blessings or something like that. And the entryway is nothing but very ornate silver and gold and platinum. And I go, hey, by the way, you refuse to go in there. Because one of the doppelganger things is they will not touch silver or go anywhere near silver. So, like, he's like, what, why? I'm like, just looking at that place, like, it makes your skin crawl even looking in that direction. And, like, it's just him and his buddy who has the eye patch, and he's like, you coming, man? And it's like, nah, fuck that, I'm not going in there. They end up, like, wrestling, and this guy is, what's the ranger that, an archer ranger, so, like, he can just deal out damage. Level 13, he can fucking hit hard. He dodges a tackle and fucking murders like 3 guards and is like just trying to get the fuck out of there, and they end up subduing him and dragging him in, and as he's getting dragged across all the silver, I'm having his skin slough off and shit like that. And then they finally realized, oh, we've had an infiltrator this entire time, and ever since that point they were so paranoid about everything.
Yes.
Like, they went up to every party member and stabbed them with a silver dagger. Like, they were paranoid, and it was great.
That's really weird that you would say that you did that. Because in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, if you pick are you familiar with the campaign?
No. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in the campaign there's 4 different, obviously there's 4 different seasons, but depending on the season you want the campaign to take place in, will
determine
which villain
Ooh.
is, yeah. so it's really replayable. But it'll determine the villain. Are you familiar with Manchun? Okay, so he's just this like really long time Forgotten Realms wizard.
Okay.
So essentially, in
We
his
should be
like
recording this.
we
are recording
this.
this.
So anyway, if you're like in his like domain or like in his like castle dungeons and stuff like that, and any of the party members get separated, it essentially says that he comes in, takes them away, and puts in place of them like a simulacrum or like a clone of them, and that they don't realize it basically. So like no one knows, and then they're just supposed to play like that while the whatever the clone or whatever is feeding information back to Manchun as they're going through the campaign.
Cool.